Are those pesky missiles causing chaos with you and your gunner? If so, introducing the new revolutionary product, Missile Evasion with...
So yeah, this video is going to be about missile evasion in the AH-94. The first thing we need to do to evade the missile is we need to know what type of missile it is, because this will affect the way we go to evade the missile. Now, there are a lot of SAMs and missile types in VTOL VR, but the only thing we really care about is whether it's a heat seeker or a radar-guided missile. The RWR is the easiest way to tell what type of missile you have on your hands. If the RWR shows that there's a SAM site, and that SAM site then locks you and then fires a missile at you, the likelihood is you're dealing with a radar-guided missile. Time to die.
Speedrun to get down the hill as fast as can.
If out of the blue you just get a missile launch warning and it's none of your friendlies, then the likelihood is you're dealing with a heat-seeking missile. Look, there's either two ways we do this.
Are we facing at them?
I'm gonna start talking about heat-seeking missiles because they're the easiest ones to evade. There are two really easy ways to evade a heat-seeking missile. You can either dump flare and pray, or you can turn slightly and dump flare and pray. The one you choose depends on your situation. The first one is pretty easy to explain. If you're above the SAM site and it fires at you, you can just dump flare and the missile will acquire one of those flares and go away from your aircraft. But if you're low and beside the SAM, you're going to want to turn slightly and rotate the aircraft, or just start spinning and dump flares. What this will do is that when the flare goes out, it will be in front of your aircraft towards the missile. So the missile will acquire it and not your aircraft and then go away from your aircraft. This method will also work with radar missiles, but instead of flares, you use chaff. And speaking of radar missiles, the easiest way to defeat radar missiles is through terrain masking. This is when you hide behind a piece of terrain. It can be a mountain, it can be a little hill, it can be a building, anything that blocks a line of sight with the radar on you. This will cause the radar to lose lock and the missile to be trashed. Terrain masking also works with heat-seeking missiles, but since they're fired at such a close range, they don't really give you a lot of time to hide behind cover. Another way to evade radar missiles is by outmaneuvering them. Radar missiles, they're not the most maneuverable of the bunch, especially compared to heat seekers. So when they get close, you can just kinda pull a quick one on them, if you know what I mean. And yeah, that's about all I can think of on how to evade missiles in the AH-94. Sure, I left some stuff out, so be sure to add that in the comments. So the next time a missile is fired at you, stay calm. And remember, the missile knows where it is, but it's up to you to make sure it doesn't know where it's going.